Hello everyone, it's Small Farmer 6710. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to day 11 on the big 132 Small Farm Diorama display. There's a good bit of action as always, and there's a special part of this video as well with the new tractor, or one possibly new tractor coming to Robert's farm, and there's also a tractor leaving, as you will see. So without further ado guys, we shall get into it. So starting off here in PJ's farm, he has the Massey Ferguson 30 drill, which he got last episode, but he was sown in further away fields, and he's just here finishing the fields around the farm now. He'll probably get it done this evening, if not he'll have it done early tomorrow morning. But yeah, he's starting into the first field here. PJ himself is doing a bit, his brother was doing a bit there yesterday, but PJ is doing it now. Yeah, it's a Massey Ferguson 130 drill. It's already dirty. It was fierce clean when he got it now, but he has it now at the moment, and he's just starting into this field here. And the 1200 is a very good machine of choice to put on front of the drill. Has good turning lock, and has plenty of power to pull it as well. So it's a pretty good tractor, and also it's a pretty good matching setup. Over into the yard, PJ's son has just went to a trip to Agrico and has just got some seed and fertilizer for the fields. So that's, say, it costs a pretty penny, but he's just lifting it off there with the JCB teleporter, which they got going last episode. As you see, they went to jump lead it, and it did start, but it needed a new battery, so it did. So they got that anyway, and it's going good anyway for the moment anyway. So there's not many hours on this, as it's when the farm went abandoned, this machine was only pretty new, so it didn't do a lot of work. The Massey Ferguson 690 is still parked around the corner, although it'll be out soon enough to do a few more jobs on the road and stuff like that. So that's about it around PJ's farm. I believe in the next episode, or soon enough, they'll be getting the combine ready, as they want to see what's wrong with it and if everything's 100%, as they don't know how long it might take to get the parts. Tearing down the road, we have a McCormick MTX 175 and a Kuhn 10 rotor hay turner. I bet you never heard the likes of a Kuhn or a 10 rotor hay turner, but now you have. This is coming back from the dealer. I think it is David and Nigel's. I think they have a McCormick. If not, they might have sold it. But this lad's came back with a brand new Kuhn hay turner, and I say he has some amount of silage to kick out this summer. Well worth to him. Then here we have the big M, Michael and James. I think it's Michael driving it, and he's in the Crone Big M Mark II, heading back. First time the Crone has been back in a week, and it's been around lots of farms recently, and around the 300 acres they have for the AD plant, where he's coming back now from mowing, and he's just after getting a good bit of mowing there done this morning, and he's heading back now for the tea. So good to see that, and no problem so far with the Crone Big M, which is what I always like to see. It's a mint machine. And here we have Ian in the New Holland 8560 and the 4 furrow for Vernal and Plough. He's going off to plough up some tillage or some maize ground, which they're going to have some maize. I think they'll have about 50 acres of ground for maize, so that's quite interesting. And it'll be definitely something to do during the winter months or autumn. So nice setup, so he is. And also the lads back in the yard, they're getting ready to sow the maize, have the sower on the tractor, and they'll be harrowing as well, getting the ground prepared. No sign of Finbar in this weather. He must be gone off somewhere. You'll see him later on in the video. Sheep are up on the mountain anyway. And would you look at this here, we have a big convoy of 4 boy racers, or wannabe boy racers, on the way to the Killarney Rally. we have definitely a very nice Subaru here with matching livery of I think a Norwegian rally driver. Not sure if he's going to be racing today, but yeah, he's on the way up anyway. And then there's a Golf Mark 5 in front, a Mark 1 Ford Escort, and a Fiat 500. Not sure if that will be racing now. Then here, in Michael and James contracting yard. So here, going down the track, we have the John Deere 7430. James is in this one, and he's going to get ready to unload the bales that are coming into the yard here at the moment. The weekend driver in the John Deere 7610. As you see here, coming down the corner with a load of bales coming from the AD plant. He's going to have them stored at the back of the shed where they have a few bales already. He's going to stack them there, and yeah, big load. Hopefully he doesn't top that trailer around the corner. And then here we have, it's actually parked up, but yeah, the rake. This is Robert's New Holland T6020 and the class liner 2600. And Ryan's just after parking that there. And I think they'll be doing a bit more raking tomorrow. Just let the grass wilt a bit more and rake it up then. McHale Fusion is parked up, and the New Holland T7 260 is parked up as well. So is the digger. Have a bit of digger work ready for next episode. I want to clear up a few fields, get them all fenced up, and also want to clear up a few gaps ready for silage. So that's what's going on there in Michael and James contracting yard, and it won't be long till this beauty in the shed will be out as well. So here is the main man himself, Finbar. He's on the David Brown 1490. He's after finishing all the rolling he needed doing around the farm, and he's bringing back the roller. It's actually in better condition than he found it in, as there's a seal gone in the hydraulic ram, and he took the effort to take the ram off, bring it to a specialist and get the seal replaced. And fair play to Finbar, a very good thing to do for Robert. So he's bringing back the roller now, and he couldn't be better now. He's after getting all his fields rolled. A kind gesture of him to do the hydraulic ram for Robert, and a kind gesture of Robert to loan him the roller.
Kicking it off over here in the AD plant. As you can see beside it, we have the man who is driving the New Holland. The New Holland is still abandoned in the field as power steering has gone out, just got unflipped and left there, unfortunately. But we have him. He's after coming back in his Defender, and he has the shovel ready, and he's about to rebuild this wall. To be fair to him, he offered, and sure, it's the only right thing to do, to rebuild it. And yeah, the tanker got put back on its side by the contractors. They put it back on its side and just parked it in here for a minute while the tractor gets sorted, and as they're right beside it, they just brought down the 7430 and loader and unflipped it and brought it in here. But a bit of an accident, but sure, we can all recover from it. We've the church going on. There's no mass going on at the minute, and the pubs and restaurants are fairly empty. We have the David and Nigel contractors in their Fendt 724. We have them bombing it down the road with the Stratman wagon, and it's their first silage job of the year. It's lovely now. A little bit early, but they're just doing one first cut, as the person they're doing it for doesn't have much land, and they trying to get as much grass off it as possible. Moving on to the dairy farm. We've the cows happy as anything. They're all they're after being milked, and they're running free in the field. They're looking fierce well as well. Low loader parked up in there as well. Moving on into the yard, we have a big surprise, but we're going to move on to it at last. We have Ian here in the Ford 8210 with the air drill. He's going off to sow a bit of maize. So he's going off in the air drill, and everything else parked up there for the minute. And as well, the John Deere teleporter is parked up, and everything there We've the young lad here in the Komatsu, first time driving the PC 130, and he found it a bit odd as he was only used to driving maybe 2-ton diggers and quarter-ton diggers and all of them size. So his first job was to level off this, make sure he won't be bouncing up and down in the tractor at silage time. But he's getting on fierce well. We have, unfortunately, the class has failed. The class has failed, and as Robert had thoughts, he had thoughts of selling this. The dealership has arrived in their fast track 4220, and before this they were after collecting a New Holland, and they're both being bought off the dealership. And the class gonna need a bit of work. I'm not sure the story of the New Holland, it's from a completely different farm, but it's gone. And we also have some good news. Robert is away looking at a John Deere 6930, and he's over in Wales, so let's have a look at him.
So here we are, guys, over in Wales. Robert and the wife are after getting a nice holiday for themselves over in Wales, and he also took the chance to look at this lovely John Deere 7430, I think it is. He's really interested in this tractor, so it's very original, has low hours, and the only thing he doesn't like about it is the air horns and the grill guard, but he can take them off, and he's really happy with it. He brought it for a spin, so he did. He just took a video of it, so thanks to Robert for taking the video of it. Everything is really clean about it. I think there's only 4,000 hours on it, and the price he's looking for it is quite decent, so we'll have to see about this one. So let us know, guys, what you think about this as well. And I'd like to thank David, the model lad on YouTube, for sending this over or taking the video for me. So check him out there on YouTube, the model lad. He does some good content, but as you see, the model is really good condition. So let us know, guys, what you think.
As you've seen, Robert is looking at a John Deere 6930. Should he buy it? Should he not? Let us know in the comments. He might be looking at another tractor next week if he doesn't buy this one, but let us know. I think it's a fierce nice tractor, and let's see if he ends up with it or not. We also have the loading shovel that was meant to be here a while ago. That's arriving this day next week on the spot by the same dealership and all. They're delivering it to Minter now. It's really, really nice. I won't give any spoilers away, but it's a good loading shovel. Moving on to Agrico, we just have the calves here in the field, and not much going on. The forklift is out. He was after tidying up the yard, after tidying up a few of the bits and bobs around the yard. He's reversing back in now. We've the New Holland. New Holland just pushing up a bit of that. He needs to top up a bit more. Hardcore and a bit of sand is all doing well. Moving on to down the pit. We have the contractors here, and they're getting a bit of hardcore for the foundations of a new shed. Our contract builders doing a bit of contracting building, so yeah, we've the Volvo just parked up for the minute, and so with the Doosan, they're not being used at the minute. That's it for our Agrico dairy farm and the rest of the model farm.
So that concludes today's episode. Been a very special one, especially with Robert. Was nice to take a video of the John Deere 6930 for us. And let us know, guys, as Daniel said, what do you think? And it is a pretty good condition tractor, and I think he has his eye on a Fendt 818, so he will be going looking at that next week as well. And if he likes which tractor more, he'll go for it. But let us know, guys. As I said, class is sad to see to go. And also, what loan shovel do you think is arriving this day next week, as Daniel said?
Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.